When your baby looks up at you, you think they see their parent, their protector, maybe even their whole world. But developmental scientists have discovered something that flips all of that upside down. Your baby has never once looked at you and thought, "That's my mom," or "That's my dad." What they actually see, and what you really are to them, is something far more primal, far more powerful. And when you understand it, the way you interact with your baby will never be the same. Point 1. You are a landscape, not a person. In the first weeks of life, your baby's visual system is so underdeveloped that your face, the face you make every expression with, the one you lean in close to show them, is almost entirely a blur. What they can detect is contrast, light and dark, movement, and heat. So when they look at you, they don't see you. They see a warm, moving, high-contrast environment. To their brain, you are less like a person and more like a living landscape they are trying to map. And here's the part that changes everything. Researchers have found that a newborn's heart rate actually synchronizes with their caregivers within days of birth. Not weeks, days. They don't know your name. They don't know your face. But their body is already tuned to yours like a radio finding a frequency. Later in this video, we're going to look at what neuroscientists discovered about what happens inside a baby's brain when that signal gets interrupted. And the findings were so striking they reshaped how hospitals handle newborn care. Point 2. Your voice is their entire universe before they even meet you. Here's something most parents never realize. By the time your baby is born, they have already been listening to you for 3 months. At around 28 weeks in the womb, the auditory system is functional. Your baby starts processing sound, muffled, low, rhythmic, and the voice they hear the most becomes, neurologically, the baseline for what safe sounds like. This is why newborns will turn their heads toward their mother's voice within hours of birth. Not because they recognize a face, because they recognize a sound pattern that their nervous system has already encoded as home. Father's voices register too. Lower frequencies travel through the womb particularly well, but the primary caregiver's voice gets hardwired first. So when you talk to your bump and feel a little silly about it, you're not being sentimental. You're literally building your baby's sense of safety before they take their first breath. Point 3. You are not their parent. You are their nervous system. This is the one that really got me. In the 1970s, researchers studying premature infants noticed something disturbing. Babies in incubators who received all the right nutrition, the right temperature, the right medical care, but minimal human touch, were failing to thrive. Some were dying. They introduced something called Kangaroo care, placing the baby skin to skin on the parent's chest for extended periods each day. The results were dramatic. Oxygen saturation improved, cortisol levels dropped, weight gain accelerated. What was happening? The baby's body was borrowing the parent's biology to regulate itself. Your heartbeat tells them how fast to breathe. Your body temperature tells their brain it's safe to stop producing stress hormones. Your smell triggers the release of oxytocin in their system. You are not caring for their nervous system. For the first year of life, you literally are their nervous system. My own daughter used to fall asleep in 30 seconds on my chest and scream for 40 minutes, in a perfectly warmed, perfectly safe bassinet. I thought she was just being difficult. She wasn't. She was doing exactly what her biology was designed to do, seeking the co-regulation she couldn't yet provide for herself. Point 4. Your face is the first language they ever learn. Adult humans can produce over 10,000 distinct facial expressions. And by 2 months of age, your baby is already studying yours with the focus of a linguistics student trying to crack a foreign language. They are not admiring you. They are decoding you. Research from the University of Washington found that babies as young as 14 weeks begin to anticipate emotional expressions, not just react to them. They are building a predictive model of your face, trying to forecast what you'll do next. This is why the still face experiment is so unsettling. When a mother is instructed to go completely expressionless mid-interaction, babies initially try everything to re-engage her. Smiling, pointing, vocalizing. When nothing works, they go flat. Some cry, some turn away. In under 2 minutes of emotional unresponsiveness, a baby shows signs of stress that take several minutes to recover from. Your face is not decoration to them. It is data. It is the first dataset they use to form a model of how the world works and whether they are safe in it. Point 5. What you really are. A biological safe harbor? Remember at the start when we said, your baby doesn't see you as their parent? Here's what they actually see. And it's not a role, it's a state. To your baby, you are the answer to a biological question their body is constantly asking. Am I safe enough to grow? When the answer is yes, When you're present, responsive, warm, their nervous system shifts out of survival mode. Cortisol drops, oxytocin rises. The prefrontal cortex gets the resources it needs to develop. Literally, the brain builds differently depending on whether that question gets answered consistently. This is what developmental psychologists call the secure base effect. And it doesn't require perfect parenting. Research consistently shows that what matters is not whether you always get it right, it's whether you repair it when you get it wrong. Rupture and repair, over and over. That's the pattern that builds secure attachment. You don't need to be a perfect parent. You need to be a returning one, because to your baby, you are not a human being with a name and a job and a complicated inner life. You are the signal that says, the world is safe. You can grow now. And there is nothing more powerful than that. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more. Honestly, it will help me make more wonderful videos for you guys.